My name's Abby, and I actually saw Hooch at Butte Humane a year ago, and I just kept seeing him. My boyfriend and I have been wanting a dog for a long time, and the living situation was just never really right, but we were just constantly checking the website, and I kept seeing Hooch on there, and I was like, why is he still there? Why is he still there? Why is he still there? And
he was always something to talk about. Butte Humane Society is a no-kill shelter, which means we don't euthanize for time or space. But Hooch was a different story because he had been adopted out and returned to us under circumstances that, in some shelters could be considered that he was aggressive or that he was unadoptable or perhaps even have behavioral challenges, and oftentimes that requires some hard decisions for shelters to make. And so our role was just a group of dedicated volunteers and a group of dedicated staff members who really worked very hard with Hooch in the capacity that we could to find ways to make him more adoptable.
Hooch has a very special story. He came in as a stray when he was about 4 months old. He lived here for almost 2 years. The staff and volunteers played a huge role in his life. The volunteers walked him, loved him dearly, spent countless hours working with him and just making sure that he didn't ever become a dog that would not be adoptable.
I was watching him for a long, long time. And then we found out about the hashtag Home for Hooch thing, and there were cards everywhere, there were posters everywhere. Oh, whoa, he's people know about Hooch. There's t-shirts and everything.
Our campaign was called Home for Hooch. We created t-shirts that we sold to raise money for his post-adoption training. It was really important to get him out of the shelter so he can begin his real life and begin with some of that training that he needed.
We finally got into this place, and it was time to get a dog, and we got there, and all the dogs were going crazy, and Hooch just kind of did that pit bulling against his kennel, and he had his head down, and I was like, well, we don't want to take him home today. And we walked him around, and I was like, no, yeah, can we take him home today? And my boyfriend was like, yes, of course. I already knew this was going to happen. And so we took him home. Hooch was definitely very well cared for at Butte Humane Society. There were volunteers that came, drove over to say goodbye to him when we took him home. And there was somebody in particular who spent a lot of time with him. Her name was Janine. And everybody told me how much Janine loved him and how much time she spent with him. And we've been in touch on Facebook, and I've sent her pictures and stuff like that. And she sent me pictures, and it's pretty obvious how well loved he was there.
Hooch, the name just put the smile on my face. Hooch and I, we were good friends while he was here. He's a survivor. He was here for 2 years. That's a long time. He had so many people that loved him, the volunteers, the staff. BHS is why Hooch got adopted. That's what we do. We're here to show all of these dogs, especially Hooch being here for so long, that he's loved and just for him to be ready. So when he goes home, he'll be accepting of that, and he'll crave that and want that.
Really what makes Hooch's story super special is that we all believed. We believed that there were people out there that could fall in love with him despite his flaws and despite his challenges. And so that's what makes his story special, is that we believed and it came true.
No one gave up on him. We all knew that he'd find his home. We worked hard, the staff and volunteers, to really make sure that he was ready to go home when the right family came and took him home.
My boyfriend used to joke when I was like, why is he still there? Why is he still there? He was like, he's waiting for you. I'm so happy that we got him. He's a good dog.